It's Lee here, Bacon Soldier 76, and today's weapon testing review is going to be of the 553 versus the SC-20K. And what we do 25 metres and 100 metres, and we do it with and without suppressor, like on all the other tests we do with our weapons, to see whether the suppressor affects accuracy or power over distance, which it will do if you've got the suppressor on. So yeah, we'll do it at 25 metres, and then at 100 metres we'll do single round sighting, then we'll do full auto, and then we'll do 10 rounds well aimed, and we'll do that with and without suppressor at both distances. What we'll do first then, though, we'll go and have a look at the 553 in the weapons screen. 553 loadout. As you can see, it's fairly accurate. Handling is pretty good as well. It's got good range. Its mobility not so good. Recoil is about halfway, so sort of 50% recoil is not too bad. It's 27% power or hit rate, 700 rounds a minute out of a 50 round extended magazine, and it fires the NATO 556 high velocity round, and it's got a magazine change time of 2.9 seconds. You see bottom middle of the screen, it's max level reached on the Mark III, and then over to the right hand side you can have different barrels. So we've gone for a short barrel. I've got an extended mag, the ASR suppressor, a PEQ 15 laser, the Comp M4 sight, and I've got the STK stock. I've got it set to auto and single shot. I think you can have auto and burst, which is probably like 3 rounds. And then we've got the grenade launcher fitted underneath, so you can have a variant of grips or grip with a bipod. So that's my setup. That's what I've gone with. So look at the weapon quickly. Do a quick scan round. It looks alright. It looks quite cool. Nice looking weapon. Okay, well then what we'll do, we'll go back to the range and we'll see how we do with the shoot for that. For the SC-20K, it's I don't think it's quite as accurate as the 553. Handling is about the same. It's got a better range. Mobility is about the same, and the recoil is a little bit higher. Its power is at 32, so that's 5 more than the 553. 850 rounds a minute, so it's got more rate of fire. 50 round mag, so it's the same as the 553. The 556 high velocity round is the same as the 553, but the magazine change time is takes a little longer at 3.5 seconds. Again, bottom center you can see that it's maxed out on the level 3, and then over to right hand side we have got the extended mag fitted, a prism silencer, a PEQ 15 laser, and the ACOG or the TA31H. So that is the setup for the SC-20K. Looks quite futuristic. Not so sure I like it. I'm not too keen on this design of weapon, but personal preference, I suppose. Again, this is a bullpup design. You've got the magazine behind the trigger, making it a shorter weapon with the barrel further into inside the weapon, further back towards the stock with the working parts there as well. Okay, well let's have a shoot on this one then and see how we get on with this one. Okay, so here we are then with the 553. We've got the suppressor taken off, so we'll do at 25 metres. Don't really need to have the sight up, as you can see quite easily. So one sighting round and then full auto. Okay, had to change the magazine now. I forgot to do that, so it's my fault. But however, you can still see the pattern. The recoil's not too bad actually. Okay, so let's go to the SC-20K. Again, we've got the suppressor off. Get one sighting round. Change the magazine. Okay, let's put the drone up then and have a look and compare. So here we see the 5.53. All of them rounds very, very close together, and then obviously as the recoil is bringing the weapon barrel into the air, you can see it's kicking rounds off left and then back to the right and then off to the left again, which I don't understand why most of the weapons, they start off raising to the right, then kick off to the left, and then back off to the right and back off to the left. It's quite unusual. Again, as you can see, the SC-20K, very, very tight grouping of rounds there. Not as many as the 5.53, but still gonna keep heads down. Okay, well then let's go back to the 5.53. Change the mag. Suppressor on. I'm not expecting much of a difference. Okay, one sighting round. Change the mag. Let's go to the SC-20K. Let's put the drone up there and have a look at that. It looks like the 5.53, both of them actually, their groupings are very tight, much tighter together with the suppressor fitted. But the same sort of shooting pattern, off to the right, left, back off to the right, and then a slight cheeky little kick off to the left hand side, just at the top there. But regardless, you're still going to keep heads down at 25 metres. You can't miss. You'd be quite a crap shot if you missed at 25 metres. Okay then, well, what we'll do then, we'll do 10 rounds well aimed with and without suppressors and see how we get on. So let's go back to the 5.53, take the suppressor off. And one more. 10. Okay. Let's put the suppressor on, and then we'll go to the SC-20K. Just make sure I haven't got the silence on. Oh yeah, I have. Let's take that off. Okay. Okay, 10 rounds then for the SC-20. Let's have a look without the suppressors. So yeah, you can see the SC-20K's got a much tighter grouping. I didn't adjust at all on either of those shoots, and as you can see, quite bang on. Even with the 5.53, slightly larger grouping, but you're going to make nasty holes in people at 25 metres. Okay, well let's go back to the 5.53 then and do the same with the suppressor fitted. Okay, right, SC-20K. Let's fit the suppressor. Okay, right. Let's have a look at it. It looks quite good. A little tighter there. Pretty much the same there for the SC-20K. Yeah, I think it's very, very slightly tighter. But then, as you can see, the 5.53 much tighter grouping than it did without the suppressor. So at 25 metres, does the suppressor have any bearing on the accuracy at closer range? We'll have to test it out on live targets. Okay, then let's go off to 25 metres then and see how we get on. Sorry, 100 metres and see how we get on. Right, here we are then. This is at 100 metres, so we've got the 5.53 to test. So we'll do one sighting round and then full auto. Okay, one round. Change the mag. And fit the suppressor. Okay, let's go to the SC-20K. Take that suppressor off. Okay, and one sighting round. Whoa, that's mental. Change the mag. I didn't expect it to be quite so bad from that distance. Right, let's fit the suppressor. Over to the 5.53. So that's all ready to go. So let's go and have a quick look at the. Right, okay, it's the 5.53 rounds, fairly close together to start with, and obviously over distance with the recoil, the spread gets further and further. And just as we start chucking rounds into the shed, you can see just one round there. So not bad for the 5.53 and then the SC-20K. Slightly higher rate of fire, so you've got fewer rounds in a tighter grouping, and obviously as the recoil, bringing the weapon up and putting those rounds further and further apart, and then you've got one round into the shed just there. But overall, fairly similar. I think the 5.53, with its rate of fire not being as high as the SC-20K, keeps those rounds together a little bit longer with recoil over that distance. Okay, let's do that then with the suppressors fitted. There's round one. Change the mag. Over to the SC-20K. Oh, that's such a high rate of fire. Okay, right, let's go and have a butcher's then. Yeah, as you can see, for the same distance, that's without the suppressors, that's with. So the suppressors seem to affect how that grouping goes. Obviously, you've got less power with the rounds coming through the suppressor, so maybe that's why. As you can see, the groupings aren't quite so tight. So you've got the 5.53 here. Still close together though, and then as the recoil brings weapon up into the air, you can see that the rounds start to spread out. Same with the SC-20K, but you can see there from the grouping there and the grouping there in terms of bullet spread with the suppressor fitted, you've got an increased spread, so they're not as accurate over that distance. Okay, well then let's have a look then with 10 rounds well aimed without the suppressor first on the 5.53. Four more. And one. Okay, let's put the suppressor on. And let's go to the SC-20K, take off the suppressor. Whoops. Let's see then whether that little cock up of mine then have had any effect on the grouping, and I don't think it has really. It might have put one round slightly out. Very similar, very similar groupings, and that might be that one shot dropped, might just be my fault. We're having it on full auto. Okay, well let's do that then with the suppressors fitted. Already you can see that the rounds are dropping. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, right, let's go to the SC-20K. Let's put the suppressor on. That looks really bad. That's shocking. And I didn't adjust at all. I just waited for that the sight to drop to where I was aiming all the time, and those rounds just not dropping in the same place. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Right, see that one round just there, that's down, that's my fault. But as again, you can see the SC-20K grouping is very tight. But the 5.53 is shocking. I'm going to have another go because I'm not happy with that. Was that me, or is that literally, is that how it, let's change the sight. That looks a lot better. Okay, let's go and have a look then. Yeah, see that I don't know, no idea what the hell was going on with that, but that was shocking. But that is much better. One round slightly out, but compared to two over 100 meters, very accurate. The 5.53 seems to nail it just a little bit more with the 10 round grouping than the SC-20K. But still both very accurate weapons. I think for me I probably prefer the 5.53 over the SC-20K. But guys, you give yourselves a go and see what you think on accuracy. Do the similar test if you want and see how it fares for yourselves. What we'll do now is we go off and find a couple of soldiers to have a pot shot at and see how well they do against live targets. The 5.53 with a group of wolves, see how we get on. Oh, he's running, have it. Bang. Not bad. See, I quite like the rate of fire on the 5.53. You get your rounds down nice and concentrated, even from that distance, taking out wolves. So for me, that's a bang on bit of kit. Let's have a go then with the SC-20K and see what happens with that. Here we go then. We've got a group of live targets for the SC-20K. Yeah, they seem to take care of those targets a lot quicker than the 5.53. But then the 5.53 was going up against walls. I can't seem to find any walls at the moment. So another one down, and another one. Yeah, there we go. So, not bad. The SC-20K. I still prefer the 5.53 for its looks, its rate of fire, and its handling. Yeah, so me, 5.53. But however, you have a go. Compare the two yourselves. Do a bit of target practice. Have a go at some live targets. See how you get on. That is it from me. The 5.53 versus the SC-20K. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. And drop us a comment in the comment section below. If you want to see any weapons tested that we haven't done already, or any shoot-offs you want to see that we haven't done already, drop a comment and we'll see what we can do for you. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good Christmas and hopefully a more prosperous new year than the one we've had so far. Take care and stay safe out there.